Hello children, welcome back to our English online class. Today we will begin with a new chapter in English literature, The Will. It's a story about the division of camels among three brothers and their mother. We will read the story and find whether it is possible or not. But first of all, you have to do the warm up exercise. Below given are a few pictures of animals found in Indian deserts with their names. You have to match them with their descriptions. Now we will begin the reading of the chapter. Many years ago, in a small town in Egypt, there lived a man named Abdullah bin Saad. Abdullah worked with camels. He had the most pedigreed camels of the finest quality with fur as white as rabbits. Abdullah loved his camels like his own children. Once a year, he would sell some of them at a cattle fair and earn a good sum of money. Then he would rear the new and the remaining camels and increase his herd. Abdullah had a good, honest wife and three sons who lived happily with him in his hut. The camel enclosure was right outside the hut. It was a sight to see his handsome camels chewing their cud under the leafy date trees in the enclosure. In these stanzas, we see the intro of Abdullah bin Saad, who pedigreed camels, lived with his wife and three sons happily in his hut. He loved the camels like his children. Once a year, he would sell some of them at a cattle fair to earn a good sum of money. Continuing to the next stanza. As time passed, Abdullah and his wife grew weak and old. One night over dinner, Abdullah bin Saad said to his three sons, "My boys, I am getting old now and my body is getting weaker every day. I am sick so often. I feel my end is near. When I am gone, look after your mother and please don't fight among yourself. I don't have much, but I have written a will which you can find in a pot in the granary." One morning soon after, Abdullah was found lifeless in his bed by his wife and sons. 3 days after Abdullah's death, his family thought of his will. His sons searched every pot in the granary and finally found a paper wrapped in camel skin. On opening the seal, they found that it was not a will but a directive which was addressed to them. इन स्टैंजाज में हम ये देखते हैं कि समय के साथ साथ अब्दुल्ला जो है बूढ़े हो गए थे और उनका शरीर कमज़ोर होने लगा था। एक रात को उन्होंने अपने तीनों बेटों से कहा कि मेरे बच्चों, अब मैं बूढ़ा हो चला हूँ और पता नहीं किस समय मेरा अंत करीब आ जाए। तुम लोग जो हो अपनी माँ का बहुत ध्यान रखना और आपस में लड़ाई मत करना। मैंने अपनी वसीयत लिखी है जो कि एक ग्रैनरी में एक पॉट में रखी हुई है। एक सुबह इन लोगों ने क्या देखा कि उनके जो हैं अब्दुल्ला बिन साद मर चुके हैं। मृत्यु के 3 दिन बाद उन्होंने उनकी वसीयत देखी और उसे पढ़ने के लिए ढूंढा। उन्होंने देखा कि वसीयत जो है कैमल की स्किन में लिपटी हुई रखी हुई है और उन्होंने देखा कि वो वसीयत कम और सलाह ज़्यादा लग रही थी। नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा। माई चिल्ड्रन, I ask that the three of you look after your mother. Tell her about your decisions. If you travel anywhere, inform her before leaving. Ahmed, you are the eldest, so will you have the most responsibility. You must take care of your younger brothers, Muhammad and Mukarram. Ahmed, as the eldest, you must be present for any wedding, death, or any other event in the house. Muhammad, since you are in the middle, you must respect your elder brother and indulge your younger one. You should also respect and love your mother. Mukarram, you are the youngest and the closest to your mother. So you must ensure that every need of your mothers is fulfilled, either by you or by your brothers. You must respect your brothers because after me they will be your elders. अब उन्होंने जब वसीयत पढ़नी शुरू करी तो उन्होंने क्या देखा, उसमें उसके पिताजी ने उनको सलाह दे रखी, मेरे बच्चों मैं तुम तीनों से ये कहता हूँ कि तुम्हें अपनी माँ का ध्यान रखना चाहिए और अपनी माँ को अपने सारे डिसीजंस के बारे में बताना चाहिए। जैसे आप कहीं जा रहे हो या आ रहे हो तो आपको उसके बारे में अपनी माँ को बताना चाहिए। अहमद तुम सबसे बड़े हो, इसलिए सबसे ज़्यादा जिम्मेदारी तुम्हारे ऊपर है। तुम्हें अपने छोटे भाइयों मोहम्मद और मुकर्रम का ध्यान रखना होगा। अहमद क्योंकि तुम बड़े हो इसलिए तुम्हें हर वेडिंग, डेथ और कोई भी इवेंट हो घर में तो तुम्हें उसे अटेंड करना होगा। मोहम्मद क्योंकि तुम बीच में हो इसीलिए तुम्हें अपने बड़े भाई को रेस्पेक्ट करनी होगी और छोटे भाई का ध्यान रखना होगा। क्योंकि तुम सबसे छोटे हो और अपनी माँ के सबसे करीब हो, तुम्हें ये देखना होगा कि तुम्हारी माँ की हर इच्छा को पूरा होना चाहिए, चाहे वो तुम करो या तुम्हारे भाई करें। और तुम्हें अपने दोनों बड़े भाइयों का भी और माँ का भी आदर करना चाहिए क्योंकि मेरे बाद वो ही तुम्हारे बड़े होंगे। नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा। द सन्स read the page from top to bottom and looked at each other, horrified that their father had left not a will but a piece of advice for them. Then Ruqayya, Abdullah's wife, said that she remembered that her husband had written on 2 sheets of paper that night, but they had read only one. She told them to check if the second page was stuck to the first one. When Ahmad rubbed the corner of the paper, he found that there really was another paper stuck to the first one. The sons' faces lit up. Ahmad said, "Thank God, Abba has written his will on this one." Muhammad and Mukarram said, "Read it quickly, quickly." Ahmad began to read. Now what happened when they read the will, they found that there was no will and it was simply a advice for them. Then their mother Ruqayya told them that his father has written a will on 2 sheets of paper and told them to check if the second paper was stuck to the first one. When Ahmad rubbed the corner of the paper, he found that there was really another paper stuck to first one. The son's face lit up that there was a will. Then Ahmad said, "Thank God that Appa has written his will on this paper." Now Ahmad began to read the will. Okay students, now you have to go through the chapters, read it thoroughly, and if you don't understand anything you are free to ask me. We will continue the concluding part of the story in our next video. Stay tuned.